12 pins. Working on 3 strikes, though, she could make the lead 22 with another strike here. Look good.
She threw it in the high flush in the pocket. That's all you can do is hit the pocket. Ask yourself to make a good shot. Hit the 1-3.
For those of you who might wonder, Wendy has that arm brace on. She had arm surgery last year, early on in the year, and I asked her last night how she was doing with it. She said it's holding up pretty well.
You know, what was interesting when we talked about that, Jan, was I asked her, I said, well, during the break, do you lay off a lot? She says, no, what I find is I need to keep bowling. It feels better when I keep bowling. You keep exercising. A lot of times I think athletes do. They favor some kind of an injury instead of working it and using it and rebuilding it.
That's absolutely right, Fred, because I have a back injury, and I know when I lay off, it's worse. If I continue to bowl, it's better.
Keep it active.
But now check with your physician on that, because certain injuries may not respond that way.
And using ice and stretching and all the things that you need to do to make sure you take care of an injury. But she just keeps it in the pocket, doesn't she? Watch this shot. Look at the eyes. Look at that swing come through. Look at that finish. The toe down, the arm goes through, left arm out for balance in the pocket. Come on, that rascal. That 10-pin stood on me. Doggone it.
She was pretty frustrated after that one, but she covers the spare. Enjoys a 10-pin lead right now. Leanne Barrette can even up the match with the strike.
You see her smile coming back. You see that, again, it's a play, the psychological play to diffuse yourself from getting angry or getting upset and causing yourself to make a shot.
Low game for Leanne Barrette was a 175, high game 257. That was a really good low game because it was easy to shoot a lot lower than that.
Oh, boy.
Crossing over 6-pin. Still going to be just a 10-pin deficit for Leanne if she spares here.
That's that early lay down again, Janet, we've been talking about. Laid it down early, the ball hooked up early right through the nose.
She converts the spare, and it's interesting that we talk about early lay down and timing because I talked to Leanne about that earlier. Here's what she had to say.
I've now been able to change my push away a little. If I want to open up the lane, I can lower my push away a little and the ball will go right off my hand a little quicker. If I need a little more length down the lane, I raise my push away up and I'll have a little more speed through the heads. And it's just knowing when to do when I feel like I'm better at that now.
Look at the scoreboard. She trails by just 10 pins, needs to set up a strike here. Fred, she mentioned to me that you're the one who taught her that. How to change that, how to move the starting position of the ball.
Came to Akron a year and a half ago. Now she's got it in the medium position here now. And watch the push out. Push it out. Let it swing. The swing goes through. Just beautiful shot. Just as good as you can do it right there.
That one was right on. So she would move it up higher to create more speed and leverage down the lane and move it lower, as you talked, if you want to set the ball earlier for more roll.
Yes, and you can shorten and soften your swing when you drop the ball a little lower, or you can hinge it a little quicker, as we talked about in our tip today, is to change that position and how you start your arm to match the lane surface.
Exactly. It was a good tip. Leanne appreciated that tip, and I hope everyone at home did. Now, Wendy's not going to give anything up here. She still has that 10-pin lead.
Watch this finish with this young lady. Watch this finish. That right there, just strong right through, right straight on line. Just lets it roll. Just can't do it much better than that. That's why she's Bowler of the Year. Last week she finished second. Here she is on the telecast again this week. She has become a seasoned player.
Well, she needs to strike in the ninth, though. If she doesn't strike here, Leanne Barrette will have the opportunity to step up and shut her out. Beautiful.
You saw that rack right out of there, they call it. When you put that kind of roll, when you drop the thumb clean and you hit the fingers and the swing goes through and the timing's good, that's what makes world-class players world-class.
There's the slug we were talking about. It's in the middle finger there. You actually, for those of you wanting to come out on tour, don't plug your bowling balls, slug them, because a plug that they pour the liquid in is not legal in a ball out on tour. Great shot. That was a key shot for Leanne.
What a great shot for 9. You know, that happens to us in this sport, and it's something we have to accept. We don't have any choice. We have to accept that. If you're going to be a player, you cannot allow those kind of things to affect you.
Covers a spare, and she's going to step up in the 10th. She trails by 20 pins right now. The best she could do is 218. She would force Wendy to mark.
Exactly. She needs a double here to force Wendy to stay clean in the 10th.
Can't throw it any better than that.
Okay, she's bowled quite a game here. She's made a couple errant shots where she laid them a little short, but she's got nothing but 9s and strikes. That first frame, what cost her isn't that 11 pins in the first frame where she missed that 1 pin spare? She'll be kicking herself for 3 days on that.
Yeah, spares are very, very important in a one-game match.
Let's see if she can put this one in the pocket.
Swung it wide. Sent that one a little farther right. She trusted it.
She bowled well. She bowled 2 good games. She bowled a real nice game and a very good game. She's just probably feeling like, boy, why couldn't I carry that 10 pin? That's still probably going through her mind. Those are the 2 things, the 10 pin in the 9th and then missing that 1 pin spare in the first frame. Her drive to McCollum, she'll be thinking of that on that drive, I'll guarantee you.
So Wendy's just going to need pin count here in the 10th. And Leanne will finish up in the 3rd spot for 3,400.
It was a little fill shot, a little tester. I think she went a little straighter on that shot to see how much oil was left of her target. So that was a little test. She's got another game to play, and she wants to know exactly how much oil is on the left side of that lane.
Wendy Macpherson Papanos defeats Leanne Barrette 236 to 207. Stay with us for a look at where your favorite bowler finished as we run down the list for the rest of the final 32.